Saab just dropped a bombshell that has Pentagon officials in full crisis mode. They're proposing a massive Canadian factory capable of producing Gripen fighters and GlobalEye surveillance aircraft, not just for Canada, but for the entire world. We're talking about 12,600 high-tech jobs, turning Canada into a fighter jet export powerhouse. And here's the kicker. Ukraine has already signed a letter of intent for up to 150 aircraft. With Rolls-Royce engines eliminating American veto power, this plan could permanently end U.S. control over global fighter sales. The Pentagon is panicking, and what happens next will reshape the entire defense industry. In February 2025, Saab presented Canadian officials with a proposal so ambitious it seemed impossible. They're offering to establish large-scale Gripen E fighter and GlobalEye production facilities in Canada, creating an estimated 12,600 total jobs, approximately 9,000 for Gripen manufacturing and 3,600 for GlobalEye production. This isn't just about building fighters for the Royal Canadian Air Force. This is about transforming Canada into the Western Hemisphere's primary fighter jet export hub. Canada has only committed to 16 of the originally planned 88 F-35 aircraft, leaving the door wide open. Saab is offering complete technology transfer, allowing Canada to manufacture critical components domestically, perform final assembly, conduct testing, and manage global export sales. This represents sovereignty and industrial capacity Canada hasn't possessed since CF-18 Hornet production ended decades ago. The Ukraine connection makes this urgent and economically viable. In October 2025, Ukraine and Sweden signed a letter of intent in Linköping for 100 to 150 Gripen E fighters. Ukraine's requirement provides exactly the production volume justification Saab needs. Bombardier would partner on GlobalEye production since the aircraft uses Bombardier's Global 6500 platform, creating additional Canadian content and Quebec political support. Production could begin as early as 2026 to 2027. Ukraine desperately needs modern fighters to replace Soviet-era aircraft and match Russian air capabilities. The Gripen is uniquely suited to Ukrainian operational requirements because it was designed for dispersed operations, can operate from highways and improvised runways, requires minimal ground support infrastructure, and can be maintained by small teams in field conditions. These characteristics are perfect for Ukraine's military doctrine emphasizing survivability through distribution. Current Saab production capacity in Sweden produces only 18 to 36 Gripen aircraft annually. Ukraine's order for 100 to 150 aircraft would overwhelm Swedish facilities and create delivery timelines extending beyond a decade. That's strategically unacceptable for Ukraine, which needs fighters within 3 to 5 years maximum. Canada Factory solves this production capacity bottleneck completely. Swedish and Canadian facilities operating simultaneously could produce 50 to 70 aircraft annually combined, allowing Ukraine to receive their full order within 3 to 4 years after contract finalization. Financing discussions are ongoing through multiple channels, including using frozen Russian central bank assets, long-term payment plans through Western government guarantees, coalition contributions to Ukrainian Air Force modernization, and Canadian export financing mechanisms. Canada would become a critical partner in European security, directly contributing to Ukraine's defense through industrial production rather than just financial aid. This elevates Canada's strategic importance to NATO. The Rolls-Royce engine component is what makes Pentagon officials genuinely terrified because it eliminates American veto power permanently. Current Gripen E fighters use American-made GEF 414 engines, requiring U.S. State Department approval for every export sale under international traffic and arms regulations. Washington has weaponized this dependency for decades. If Saab integrates the British Rolls-Royce EJ230 engine producing approximately 23,500 pounds of thrust with superior fuel efficiency, the Gripen becomes completely European. Zero American components. 0 export licenses required, 0 Pentagon veto power. Canada production facilities equipped to build Rolls-Royce-powered Gripens could sell to any country without seeking Washington's permission. Middle Eastern nations frustrated by U.S. political conditions could purchase freely. Latin American countries previously blocked would gain access. Asian nations seeking alternatives to Chinese aircraft could buy without American dependency. The Rolls-Royce connection through Montreal is already established. Rolls-Royce operates major aerospace facilities in Montreal, employing over 1,700 workers. Expanding these facilities to support Gripen engine production creates natural industrial synergy and additional thousands of high-skilled Quebec jobs. This engine freedom fundamentally breaks the U.S. export monopoly that has dominated NATO procurement for 70 years. A Canadian production facility offering Rolls-Royce Gripens creates a template that European nations could replicate, building a completely independent Western fighter ecosystem free from American political interference. Canada hasn't manufactured fighter aircraft domestically since CF-18 Hornet production ended decades ago. This proposal represents the opportunity to rebuild sovereign defense industrial capability while positioning Canada as a global leader in fighter jet exports. 12,600 aerospace jobs concentrated in Quebec and Ontario represent politically critical employment. These are high-tech engineering, manufacturing, testing, and program management roles paying well above national average wages. The timing is strategically important. Canada is facing aggressive U.S. trade policies and tariff threats that have already cost approximately 200,000 Canadian manufacturing jobs. Establishing major defense industrial production reduces vulnerability to American economic coercion. Export markets beyond Ukraine are substantial. Portugal is actively evaluating Gripen to replace aging F-16 sets. The Philippines needs fighters and prefers non-American options. Peru, Austria, Ireland, and several other nations represent potential customers totaling hundreds of aircraft over the next 2 decades. Annual production targets of 36 aircraft generating billions in revenue annually would make Canada a significant global defense exporter. The Pentagon's response has been swift and aggressive. Within days of Saab's proposal becoming public, U.S. defense officials applied intense pressure on Canadian counterparts. The warnings are explicit. Choosing Gripen production threatens NORAD integration, bilateral defense cooperation, and intelligence sharing. Desperate countermeasures include F-35 price reductions, accelerated delivery timelines, and enhanced industrial participation packages previously denied. These concessions reveal American desperation, but Pentagon pressure may be ineffective because Canada has genuine leverage. The United States needs Canadian cooperation on NORAD, Arctic defense, and continental security. Washington cannot afford to alienate Canada without undermining American security interests. Canada's final decision approaches rapidly. The government must commit within the next 12 to 18 months to maintain procurement schedules and industrial planning. The choice will either validate continued American dominance or trigger the largest shift in Western defense manufacturing since World War II. If Canada proceeds with Gripen production, the domino effect across NATO will be immediate and irreversible. Poland will request similar production partnerships. Finland will reconsider F-35 commitments. Smaller European nations will recognize they have alternatives to American dependency. The F-35 export empire faces existential collapse. Saab's Canadian factory proposal, combined with Ukraine's massive order and Rolls-Royce engine freedom, represents the perfect storm that could permanently transform global fighter jet manufacturing. Canada stands at the center of this revolution, with the power to either submit to American pressure or assert sovereignty and build a defense industrial future independent of Washington's control. The Pentagon is panicking because they know once this momentum starts, nothing can stop it. Should Canada build Gripens for Ukraine and the world, or stick with F-35s, Cast your vote in the comments. Hit that like button, share this everywhere, and subscribe for updates when Canada announces their final decision.